aren't we? We're talking about partnership here. We're not talking about that you give it all up. I mean, what we're talking about in the report, we're talking about so many women who are in this position where they're doing it all. Right? And men are sitting back saying, well, all right, so maybe I should be one and not the other. The idea is, how about just getting into a relationship at any income level where you have true partnership? I mean, Sheryl Sandberg writes about this. That's at one level, but the truth is, what's universal about that is not just about wealth. It's about the idea that we're in a relationship that's an equal partnership.
But it does seem to me, if I can respond to this directly, it does seem to me that men, the data on American men is that they are doing more housework and childcare. They are beginning to do, than ever before. However, in our behaviors, in our practices, this is not because we've had some big ideological, V8 moment. Oh my God, of course I want to be doing more housework. And in fact, what men are doing in their practices is they're separating housework and childcare. We sociologists tend to think of them as a package, but men have been separating them. So what happens in many families is that dad is becoming the fun parent. Dad takes the kids to the park and plays soccer while mom cleans the breakfast dishes, does the laundry, makes the beds, and prepares lunch. The kids come home and they say, oh, we had such a great time in the park. What a great dad, what a great parent dad is.
Well, I would just add one other thing. A lot of men are doing some of that housework, but they create extra time, which is the hooray for me celebration after that. Which is, look what I've done.
That's right.
Let's take a few moments for that. Tony, talk about this.
Which I call premature self-congratulation.
I think that we have to stay clear that we still live in a male-dominating society. We have to stay clear that the issues that we're talking about here have been defined as women's issues. I believe we have to stay clear that the depth of the problem is demonstrated by so few men being in this room. I believe that we have to stay clear that we live in a society where men are taught to have a lack of interest in the experience of women. And we teach it to our boys from an early age. You were sharing about your daughter, and she's on a basketball team and a boys team, or all except for her, I'm assuming, and they don't want to pass the ball to her. And she's 8 years old, meaning they're 8 years old. They're already taught to have a lack of interest in her. All right, and so we have to really look at how does that then translate forward with the behavior and the thinking and the socialization of men.
So can we start with it?